Previously on Return to Shironagasu Island.
But if by some minute chance you meet the challenge, your reward will be great. Behold!
I wanna be your girl. I wanna be your girl.
And so it continues. Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play Return to Shironagasu Island. So, I'm still a bit surprised to find that it is possible to get some very super serious and very super dark dead ends within what has so far, for the most part, been a pretty lighthearted extra scenario compared to the main story, but, well, yeah. I guess the guy that wrote this whole thing here wanted to throw one last scare or two our way before we ended up completing this game, and that's assuming, of course, that this is indeed the last dead end in this whole game here that I can get. Maybe it's possible there'll be another one later on. I have no idea. But anywho, so, in human voice, we definitely want to avoid choosing that option. So let's just stick with the voice of a malicious child, which, depending on who you ask, is infinitely worse than an inhuman voice. I fall somewhere in the middle, depending on my mood. Yes, I heard the voice of a malicious child. What's this? Is the door locked? Oh, you poor girl. You'll be stuck on that toilet forever. A ghost will eat you and you'll die. What are you saying? I can just open the door and... It's stuck. Why? Probably because they're holding it. So now you know. You have been cursed. You'll be stuck in there forever. Do you hear the footsteps of the ghost? He's coming to eat you. You can't scare me that easily. I'll tell my father about this, and you'll be in big trouble. You're such a sissy. Besides, you don't know who I am. Good luck getting out of there. Oh no. The ghost is here. I need to run. Hey! Hey! Come back! Don't leave me in here! Open the door! I couldn't hear that bread anymore, and the bathroom was shrouded in an eerie silence. I couldn't hear a sound, except for my own breathing. I could feel the fear that I'd kept inside of me overflowing. I'm scared. Why is this happening to me? I haven't done anything wrong. Mama, Papa, help me. I can't take it anymore. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. That's why I have a toilet trauma. Little kids and toilets definitely don't mix well, especially if you're the one on the toilet. Last time I ended up using a public restroom, a little kid ended up knocking and then crashing into the door of the stall I was using, and I could see him peeking up on me while I was doing a number 2. To say I was displeased and very angry towards the kid's parent, which I'm assuming that's who the kid was with, and also in the bathroom at the time, would be a massive understatement. I wasn't traumatized, but, well, it was certainly memorable, and it made my heart race when, you know, I'm just minding my own business, and then BAM! I'm sorry, was that too much information for you guys? Also, quick random aside, if I sound a bit off, it's because I think I might have caught a bit of a sinus infection, so my throat feels a bit sore. So if I sound a bit off to any of you guys in any way, that's probably why. Alright, so, let's get back to trying our damn hardest not to laugh at Akira's trauma, shall we? But aren't you blowing this out of proportion? It's just a prank some kid played on you. Nanako, give me your hand. I'll let you experience the same level of fear. I wouldn't do it if I were you, Nenny. I'll stick needles underneath your nails. That's not fear. That's torture. I'm sorry. Calm down, okay? Well, the fears of your childhood stay with you. That's right. And boys can be so mean. What are you talking about? The kid who bullied me was a girl. She must have been the same age I was. A girl? I bet she was the neighborhood bully. It wouldn't surprise me. I bet she grew up to be the queen of her own little kingdom with hundreds of men willing to do anything for her. Maybe. Wish I could find out who she was. If you did, what would you do? Hang her upside down over the toilet? That's what I'd do. The flames of revenge still burn inside of me. I'll keep looking for her. Until the end of time! I don't think it'd be hard to identify her if she went to the same party. Alex, you wouldn't happen to be the bully in question, would you? Now, I've got no solid basis or reason to actually suspect you, but other than just pure circumstantial evidence. Says circumstantial evidence being, well, you seem, you're generally a skittish attitude around Akira in general, and the fact that you two come from affluent families. Very, very circumstantial evidence. And I'm assuming you guys are indeed truly around the same age too, down to the year number. But I'm just curious if that's where this story is gonna go. Probably is. Of course, I asked everyone there about that girl after I was freed. But all they said was, there's no girl like that here. Maybe she really was a ghost. No. That incident was probably handled confidentially. Which means that their families are probably trying to maintain their relationship. That sounds plausible. But of course, investigating these things is your job. Could I ask you to find out who she was? Okay. Even if he was the most competent detective in the world, how could you realistically expect him to be able to figure out something like this? Figure out which random child at that particular. Well, actually, wait. If there weren't that many of them, and okay, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's actually simpler than I'm giving it credit for. Because if it's just a thing for only for affluent families, and they all keep records on their going out parties and stuff like that, then I guess it's not impossible to keep track of every single attendant. Could I ask you to find out who she was? Please? I'll pay you whatever it costs. Buy me a European castle. Sure, why not? Whoever she was, she must have been in your family's social circle. If her family was also wealthy and the girl was the same age as you, that should narrow it down considerably. Do you remember anything else about her? Her malicious laugh. I can hear it ringing in my ears. I'm sure that her name was... I can't remember. I need to think hard. Aw, are you crying? Lily, what are you doing back here? Oh, oh, I am good. So it is Alex. Come back with me at once. Ah, busted. See you around, crybaby. Her name was Lily. That little... I'll never forgive her. Yep. Looking away like the guilty bird she is. Would you like me to give you some bird to feed, guilty bird? Eh? Her name was Lily. I'm sure of it. Lily. I'm certain that was it. Lily, huh? I could be mistaken, but I think I've heard that name somewhere before. I might just be able to find her sooner than you expect. I bet you already know who she's referring to. Huh, Goose Detective? Really? I shouldn't have expected anything else from you. I'll leave it in your hands. But what are you going to do when I find her? What will I do to her? That's between her and I. Don't worry. I won't involve you. Don't keep me in suspense now. I'll take care of it secretly. I'll make sure that she goes missing. I hope you made peace with whatever god you believe in, Alex. Your days may be numbered here. Maybe I'll torture her a little bit before that. Or would you happen to offer an optional add-on torture and murder package at an additional cost? Well, that's a good question. He does work for the Mafia, no? Maybe that is part of his job description. Cut off her ears and bring them to me as proof. That's pretty alarming. Lily should run away and never come back. I'm afraid that I don't offer any add-on packages like that. Is there a way to resolve this peacefully? It was a long time ago. Lily might have changed her ways since then. That's impossible. She's definitely a more horrible person today than back then. I bet she's committing terrible crimes, causing hardship for many people. I'm doing the world a favor by getting rid of her. Well, if it brings you any consolation, your bully, well, let's just say recent experiences on this island may have humbled her a bit. Maybe. Well, she could still have become a good person. Who knows? Alex, didn't you just say that Lily probably became a queen with hundreds of men following her? How could someone like that be a good person? There were people like Queen Elizabeth that existed at one point that were generally viewed as good people. And she in particular had hundreds of people probably within her immediate vicinity at all times following her. No. Well, maybe she's a friendly queen? not everything is like it seems. Like a motorcycle gang that rescues a kitten. As Akeda said, if you do manage to find Miss Lily, it's better to resolve things peacefully. Why are you taking her side? No matter what anyone says, I won't forgive that brat who gave me this never-ending trauma. I will have my pound of flesh. Neneko, search your photographic memory for any mentions of the name Lily. Don't push me around like that. I'm not a human computer, you know. Anyway, I remember 34 instances of the name Lily, but I'm not sure which one is the Lily you're looking for. Yeah, you're a human computer, Nenny. I'm sorry. You just are. Lily, huh? Why does it sound so familiar? I just can't pinpoint it. It's like it's on the tip of my tongue. Ouch! Ouch! My belly hurts. I'm not feeling well at all. I need to go to the toilet. Akeda, could you come with me? Huh? Akeda again? Can't you just go there by yourself? It's not like you're the one with the toilet trauma. Asking Akeda to come with you. Or were you planning on doing something naughty in there? Doing something naughty over your stools? No, I'm sorry, but I got standards, my lady. Just thinking of something like that going on in there makes me throw up in my mouth. It'd be great if you could not say things like that. Both of you have very strange imagination. I'm not doing anything. I'm just afraid of the dark. Oh, my stomach. Ouch! Please come with me, Akeda. Hey, why are you making me go with you, Lily? Oops. I mean, Alex. Wah! Wah! Shh! Shut up! If you ever call me that again when Akira is there, I'll punch you! Really hard. Punch me? Whoa, did I hear that right? Are you threatening me with violence? Alex, don't flatter yourself. You would not be able to hurt him at all. Especially if your lack of muscle. You're such a funny girl. No, I was just kidding. I never hit you. Dear Akeda. Maybe there's something you'd like me to do for you instead? I'll do anything you want me to. Just be gentle. No, I don't think I want anything from you. I'm worried okay, if you're proposing what I think you're proposing, no. I'm worried. I'm sure he doesn't have a dad bod, as has been confirmed earlier in the last episode. So he'd probably break you easily without even trying. Don't lie to me. You're telling me that, yet you're threatening to use my real name in front of Akira. What is it you desire? Money? Or perhaps my body? Again, don't flatter yourself! Why do you girls always take things to the extreme? I wasn't going to reveal your secret. I'll keep my mouth shut to Akira. However, based on what Akira said, I can't help but feel that your little prank was a bit over the top. Miss Lily. No, Isn't everyone sometimes cruel as a kid? Like, blowing up frogs in a straw and throwing them as frog bombs? Jesus Christ! Who does that? You were a little monster, weren't you? An evil, snickering little shit. I bet you've done that too. Actually, I've never heard of anyone doing such cruel things. Forget I said that. The point I'm trying to make is that as a rich girl, I was so ignorant and cruel, partly because of my overprotective environment. I deeply regret that now. I'm sorry. I'm really so sorry. I guess it's good that you regret what you've done. But you should apologize to Akira, not to me. And the frogs! Apologize to the frogs! She was traumatized by what you've done. Don't forget the frogs. No, I can't do that now. I know I should apologize, but didn't you hear what she said? If she finds out that it was me, she'll kill me on the spot. Maybe she'll forgive what I did to her as a child by talking to her about it later when we're off this island. I'll apologize to her when the time is right. Otherwise, my ears will end up in her collection. But that might take a while. I'm serious. She'll slay me on the spot if she finds out who I really am. No matter how much she's paying you, please don't tell her. Just tell me how much Akira is paying you, and I'll pay you much more than that. Sounds like this situation could make me a millionaire. Still, I think you should sit down with Akira and talk with her about it. Of course, but not now. If I do that on this desert island, you'll have another murder case on your hands. Which also means that she would get away with it. You're right. Things would get very messy. Alright. I'll keep my mouth shut for now. I'm putting my faith in you, Akeda. Please keep it a secret. Please? Sure. We're spending too much time talking here. We should get back soon. This is so awkward. We're back. Do you always take that long to poop? Where did you go? Isn't a toilet nearby? Or did you do something naughty? Indeed. Very suspicious. Oh, come on! It was nothing, really. I was just constipated. What are you talking about? No. You were talking about something behind our backs, weren't you? I think you're hiding some important information from me. If you're hiding something from me, now's the time to come clean. I'm not hiding anything. Well, if you really must know. Okay, and I've been doing it. Oh, man. I firmly and strongly deny what the missus is saying. I am innocent. I wouldn't even fuck a fly. Okay, and I've been doing the naughty. Yes. I'm sorry if we upset you. What? Really? That's a sex crime. We have to arrest Akeda. Arrest him now. Arrest me of what? Some jungle vines? Alex! You brat! Why'd you tell lies that could harm me? No. You're lying. I wasn't born yesterday. Akeda, tell me the truth. What are you guys hiding? No. Really? I just told you. Akeda. What I said was true, right? Right? Mr. Akeda, I smell another multiple choice question, a multiple choice thing coming along my way. What do I want to do here? I think I will just tell the truth. Sorry, I'm sorry, Alex, but I'm not exactly interested in being put on a sex registry now. So deal with it. About that Lily. You actually know her well, Akira. She's someone I know well. Keita, what are you doing? Alex, you're white as a sheet. Are you going to throw up? Keita, what do you mean? She's someone I know? Alex's name is Lily. Her full name is Lily Alexandria Werner. Ah, come on. You're not even going to tell me what expletive she used. Keita, why did you... You promised not to tell her. Whoa! Super gross. That is... Oh no! I do not like that look that she's got on her face right now. Really? Is that true? So, Alex is that little brat who messed with me back then. I see. So I finally found you. Haven't I? Alex. Yes. I'm Alex. Hi. What's up? No, I mean, is anything the matter? Beheading, getting beaten to death, stabbing, knee-hauling, being thrown from a high building, poisoning, strangling, shooting, burning, getting shot from a cannon, 1,000 paper cuts. Pick 3, please. All this over getting spooked on the John. Like, for fuck's sake. Even I can handle this shit a lot better than you. Why do I have to pick 3? What will happen to me? I'll kill you in the 3 different ways of your choice. This will be fun. I'm not a cat. I can only die once. You can't kill me 3 times. Then I'll torture you until you're almost dead. When you recover, I'll torture you again. I'll skin you alive, cut little pieces from your skin, and make you eat them. That sounds like fun, right? I'm really looking forward to this. Hee. What she just said would make anyone queasy. At least it's making me queasy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I was just a dumb kid back then. I've learned my lesson. Please forgive me. Keita, save me, please. Hey, Akira, I understand you have quite a grudge against her, but Alex is really apologizing for what she did back then. Why don't you just forgive her? Breaking only one of her arms should be enough, right? No! No! It's still excessive! What are you talking about, Keita? I'm not made out of Play-Doh! If she breaks my arm, it's really going to hurt! Yeah, Nanako can attest to that. I'm going to cry! I'll scream! Do you really think I'll just forgive her like that? But it would make a good way to get the show on the road. Alex, could you place your arm on that rock? I'll crush it with a hammer. That'll be a community. Why am I having trouble pronouncing this word? That'll be a communicated fracture. Looks like you're not talking your way out of this one. Farewell, Alex. No, I don't want you to break my arm. I don't want to die. Now. We've been through some tough times together and made it off of Shironagasu Island, haven't we? So instead of telling her that you will torture and kill her, you could try cooling down and maybe talk. I will never forgive her. She's the lowest of the lowest. Come to think of it, you also threatened me, didn't you? Threatened you? What? I don't remember doing that. Don't try to deny it. You threatened me, saying in a demonic voice, I'll open the door, but I warn you, if you tell anyone about this, I will kill you. How did you even manage to make that demonic voice? Was there an adult with you? What? 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 No! That wasn't me. I only locked you up and scared you. I didn't speak in a demonic voice. Huh? Are you kidding me? No, I'm serious. That wasn't me. I left the toilet and didn't come back after that. Then... that voice. So the promise I made was real? Oh no. I just told you about it. I kept it a secret this whole time. And I've been so careful. Did I fuck up again somehow? With the ghost? Well, wait. Yeah, I guess I did. I should have lied. Huh. And here I was thinking that this was only just gonna be a one-time occurrence. Sorry, Akira, but I guess you're gonna die again. Really sorry. So you told someone. Eek! What? What just happened? Where's Akira? What just happened? The wind picked up and was about to blow out the campfire. Then Akira just disappeared. I didn't hear anything. Nothing at all. Akira's just trying to scare us. I don't think so. I definitely heard a strange voice. It sounded like a man. Neneko, tell me everything you can remember. I don't want to. I'm scared. That's too bad, then. I really need you to remember what just happened. I need more information to understand our situation. Please. All right. It was a gust of wind, so the fire became weak. I then heard someone say, so you told someone. It was a very scary voice. After that, Akira just vanished. I was looking straight at Akira, but I didn't see her being dragged away. She just vanished in a blink of an eye. How's that even possible? I only remember that she just vanished. But that's not physically possible. I'm scared. Alright, who's chewing on a walnut? Stop that. Hey! What's that? I heard a sound. There. Where's it coming from? I really don't like this. Akira, if you're right, then answer me. Calm down, both of you. Let's stay level-headed and come up with a plan. Walking around the woods in darkness is too dangerous. I'll look for her. If I can't find Akira, we'll search for her together in the morning. Alright? Alright. But why did this happen? What happened to Akira? Akira. Isn't this just a repeat of the last dead end? Well, it's not letting me skip forward, so I guess not. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I did skip some stuff. I've been thinking about what happened for days now. Hey, get out of here. What really happened? Was it really a demon? Did we meddle with powers that should have been left alone? Stop thinking about it. Okay, come on. This is the same thing, isn't it? Phone's ringing this late. Akeda? Huh? Okay, that's nice. Weather isn't so great over here, though. That's not what I meant. The weather is nice today. Okay, so why did it skip only just the one sentence here? Skip function is acting really weird here. That's not what I meant. The weather is nice today. Huh? What? Why are you shouting at me? What about the weather? You're such a dimwit. Huh? Try to understand what I mean. Can't you guess? The weather is nice today. What are you trying to tell me? Just spit it out already. Go look out a window. Hang on. Is this about what happened on that tropical island? Did that also happen to you? It made you promise not to tell anyone. Am I right? The weather is nice today. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this, but guessing from your tone, I'll take that as a yes. I see. Since you don't know what you're allowed to tell me, you're playing it safe. Nice weather. This stuff is above my pay grade. Can't you talk to a monk over there? I'm just talking to myself. This doesn't mean anything, okay? The monks around here, they're all perverts. I don't trust them. Akeda. All right. Let me see what I can do. There's someone in my address book who may be able to help. Wait. Someone just knocked on the toilet door. There shouldn't be anyone else in my office, though, right now. Bad weather? Why didn't you save me? I'm suffering. Answer me. Akeda! What's happening? What's going on? Akeda! It's so dark here. So cold. The pain. Save me? Here we go. Akira. Is that you? A slight variation, but a variation nonetheless. I guess it technically counts as a different dead end. Okay, so I guess I was supposed to lie after all. Okay, detective, how are you gonna lie your way out of this one? You're right. Nothing happened. We just talked. Alex just wanted to ask me for some advice. Akeda? What? Are you really going to tell her? What? What are you hiding, Alex? It was nothing. No, I mean, it was nothing. Akeda and I had a great time together. Isn't that right, Akeda? Right? The truth is that Alex has hemorrhoids. You poor thing. I think they sell some cream for that. Wouldn't know. Never had one myself. So, she asked me if I knew a good doctor. You see, Alex is in the prime of her youth. Talking to the two of you about hemorrhoids would be way too embarrassing. What? Now, Alex, let's be fair here for a minute, shall we? You just accused me of having sex with you. And last I checked, Akira is a grown adult and you are a bit on the underage side. You're a teenager, if I remember right. So, if word of this got out, it'd be quite scandalous to say the least. So, if you're willing to lie about Akira, excuse me, in such a way, I think you can handle me fibbing a little bit about your hemorrhoid problems. It's just only fair. And honestly, I think it'd be you getting off easy. What? That's it? So that was why you've been acting so weird. Well, it's not a big deal. No, if the hemorrhoids get worse, they will cause a lot of problems. You can't just sit on them. I mean that literally. Do not sit on them. But how'd you get hemorrhoids at such a young age? Did you, use it for something else? What? Well, I mean, I've never been in your situation. However, I can refer you to a good doctor. No. Okay, it already helped me with that, so... Damn, detective! I had no idea that you had some medical training under your belt too. Especially of that kind. You really are a man of many talents, aren't you? Also, Akeda, how could you reveal my secret to them? You're a horrible person. I'll make you pay for this. Alex is probably angry because I told him that she has hemorrhoids. But if I hadn't told him that, Akira would have remained suspicious, and we couldn't have explained things to her. But no, Alex isn't even a little bit grateful. No need to get angry. If I hadn't said that, Akira would have sniffed her out. Alex, you brat. You don't really seem to understand the gravity of your situation. Well, there's also the fact that, she accused me of sleeping with her! So anyway, wonder what Lily is up to these days. I'm really curious. Yeah, you're right. I need to focus on what really matters and plan my revenge. I'm not interested in talking about Alex's anal problems. We have to find out where Lily is. I'm counting on you, Akeda. Just leave it to me. I'll find her. She might even be closer to you than you expect. Alex, I'll let you know when I've been in touch with the doctor. I can't thank you enough, Akeda. I'm really grateful for your help. You're such a kind, wonderful, and handsome detective. You inspire me every day. Are you crying? Do they hurt that much? Enough already. I don't want to hear anything else about that. She should deal for hemorrhoids herself. Hey, I wonder why I'm wide awake. Me too. I don't feel sleepy at all. We did sleep a lot during the day. I might not even be able to fall asleep anymore. How about we all talk about our traumas? Must we? It's not fair that only you know about mine. Our traumas. Can I tell you a scary story instead of talking about my traumas? I know a good one. Yeah, I'd be all for that instead, actually. I didn't sign up for a group therapy session. Yes, anything is fine. We're just killing time anyway. Ooh, a scary story. That sounds interesting. What? A scary story? Absolutely not. Not that I'm afraid. But we should not provoke the spirits of this island. What spirits? Alright, Alex. Take it away. Okay. This should be good. You're just going to ignore me completely, aren't you? Okay. Here goes. As you know, my family is quite wealthy. We have a lot of antique furniture in our mansion. The hyper-billionaire Warner family isn't just quite wealthy. Were you just being ironic? Nanako, bite your tongue already. Anyway, there were quite a few things in my house that were cursed, such as a cursed gem and a painting that makes its owners unhappy. I wonder why my family would even want to own things that were cursed. I guess that although they were cursed, most of them were extremely valuable. Maybe they didn't really care about the curses because of that. I'll be more than happy to take anything you don't want off your hands. Just something to keep in mind. Oh, me too. Me. You. I was just goofing off, but Akira glares at me angrily. Why am I the only one getting glared at? Why not Nanako too? I'll just sit here and be quiet. The strangest thing we had was a cursed mirror. The mirror was locked away in a warehouse that I normally couldn't enter. I once had to go into our warehouse for an errand when I happened to come across the mirror. It was covered by a cloth, so I didn't know what it was at first. Oddly enough, the mirror wasn't worth anything. It wasn't made of gold, shaped intricately, or an antique. It was just a mirror of unknown origin. It wasn't even being used as a mirror, because it was covered by cloth in our warehouse. I wondered if we should dispose of it, as it wasn't worth anything. When I mentioned this to my father, he replied, "That mirror has been entrusted to us, so I can't throw it away." Isn't it strange? Storing a mirror that isn't worth anything? That's definitely weird. I don't think he would have kept that mirror unless there was something unusual about it. I thought it might be a memento from somebody he was close to. Like a grandfather clock. If that was the case, why would it be in storage? It's not like he had moved into a smaller house without any space for it. Doesn't add up at all. Very strange. Yes, very strange indeed. I thought so as well, and that piqued my interest. There had to be something secret about the mirror. Around the time that I began looking into the mirror, I overheard our maids talking about it. They said that the mirror would allow you to see the dead. If you looked into the mirror, the person you wanted to see the most would appear on the other side. It was preposterous, but if that were really true, it would be a good reason to hold on to it. So I decided to sneak into the storage building to see it for myself. This place is so dark at night. I really hope there aren't any ghosts here. I should have snuck in during the day. There it is. Okay, I'll remove the cloth and see for myself. I'm not afraid at all. Here I go. Here we go. We got a choice. Let's not remove it, actually. Laugh at me all you want, but I was too scared to remove the cloth. I could feel an eerie aura. If I'd removed it, something terrible would have definitely happened. After that, I tried not to think about the mirror. However, the more I tried not to think about it, the stronger my desire to look into it became. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It consumed every waking hour of my life. In the end, I decided to sneak into the warehouse again. However, it wasn't there anymore. Oh, I see the imprint of a face. There was only a stain left where it had been. An ominous stain that looked like a face. I wondered what happened to it. So I asked my father. He told me that someone had asked to have it. I couldn't believe it. It was entrusted to us, but he just gave it to someone who wanted it. Perhaps my father noticed that I was obsessed with the mirror, so he quickly got rid of it. I was disappointed that the mirror was no longer there. I wasn't disappointed, excuse me. Instead, I breathed a sigh of relief. If the mirror had still been in the warehouse, I would definitely have looked into it. Uh-oh, she's got them eyes. Anyway, with the mirror gone, my obsession with it vanished like snow on a sunny day. My life went back to normal. Those are the eyes of someone who definitely is anything but not obsessed, milady. However, before long, something happened. I heard a rumor about that mirror. It was a horrific story. After my father gave it away, the mirror was owned by different people and eventually ended up in the hands of a certain woman. The woman had heard rumors about the mirror and wanted to contact her dead mother with it. However, by the time she purchased it, the mirror had become very expensive. The rumors about it had turned the once worthless mirror into an expensive artifact. However, the woman was so desperate to see her mother again that she had bought it. A television station happened to hear the rumors about the mirror and asked the woman for an interview. She would normally have refused, but having paid so much for the mirror, she needed the money. So she agreed to the interview, under the condition that she would be paid for it. Did the mirror really show her deceased mother? It was the first question of the interview. It was also an opportunity for the woman to make up her mind. She'd been too afraid to look into the mirror. What if she wouldn't be able to see her mother? When she finally did look into the mirror, the vague figure of her mother suddenly appeared in the mirror. Mother, it's really you. I wanted to see you so badly. I want to apologize. The entire television crew gasped. The shape of the mother was clearly visible in the mirror. The woman cried and appeared to be very happy, talking to her deceased mother through the mirror. The crew was skeptical at first, but when they witnessed that, they were flabbergasted and excited at the same time. If they aired the footage, it would become a viral sensation. The video shoot was a great success, and the final shot was of the woman smiling in front of the mirror. The woman was so happy that she saw her mother, and the television crew left overjoyed with amazing footage. However, the next day, the crew heard some horrific news. She died! The woman had committed suicide. Apparently, she had slit her own throat in front of the mirror. The mirror was stained red from all the blood that gushed out of her carotid artery. Why had she taken her own life? It made no sense. She seemed so happy to be able to see her mother in the mirror. Why would she kill herself? The crew members who were there all felt the same way. Did she choose to die because she wanted to join her mother inside the mirror? That's my first guess, at least. The television station was in turmoil. Because of her death, the footage couldn't be broadcast. One of the crew members was suspicious of it, really being a suicide, and decided to watch the footage of the interview. Perhaps the footage could shine some light on her death. In the video, there was something terrifying inside the mirror. That thing looks like a shitty 4chan meme monster or something. I'm sorry. A lame, like some generic creepypasta monster. Excuse me, I almost said creepypapa. The image he saw in the mirror wasn't that of the woman's mother, but that of a monster with pale skin, massive black eyes, and a terrifying open mouth. The woman was in tears, but they weren't tears of joy. Her face was contorted by fear, and she was begging the television crew to save her. "Help me, please! It's going to kill me! The monster in the mirror is going to kill me!" Okay, so this monster was able to warp the perception of the crew. Interesting. That isn't my mother. Why aren't you helping me? His pale hands reached out of the mirror and grabbed her wrists with so much force that blood was dripping from them. However, this wasn't at all what the crew thought they saw. The only thing they could see was the woman talking happily to her mother. The crew member who saw the video was trembling with fear but could not look away from the footage. As the woman's cries turned into shrieks, she could only keep looking at her in silence. He could. Eventually, her screaming stopped. That was the end of the footage as well. The final shot was of the dead woman with an expression of fear etched onto her face. He immediately called the other crew members and told them everything. It's insane. Please come and see it for yourself. Hey, hang on. Why is the screen moving? Hey! What the heck? Come here right now. Ah! My wrist! Ah! Please save me! Please hurry! Ah! The line went dead. When the crew got there, all they found was an empty screen covered in dripping blood. The crew member who called them had vanished without a trace, and the footage they had filmed was also gone. They later heard that the mirror had also disappeared. Where could that mirror now be? Could it be one of the mirrors inside your house? I only knew that I will be averting my eyes whenever I see a mirror. Anyway, that's my scary story. Eek! Eek! That was a terrifying story. My trauma level just went through the roof. I'll be okay. I have a classical Japanese mirror at home. I should be fine. Probably. It's totally messed up. What shape was the mirror? What color? Any specific details? Huh? Didn't I tell you? The mirror was covered by a piece of cloth, so I don't know what shape or color it was. I don't even know if the paint I don't know if the part of it about the television crew is true or not. I just heard about it. It could be any kind of mirror. It could even have been a classical Japanese mirror. You're in trouble, Nenny! I hope that the mirrors inside your homes aren't cursed. Eek! Please don't torment me! Anyway, that was my scary story. I have to admit, it scared me as well. Ever since I heard it, I've been too afraid to even look into mirrors. Would you happen to know of a way to deal with such a fear? Seriously? So you're scaring yourself? Why would you do that? Deal with your mirror trauma yourself. Who was it? Whose brilliant idea was it to have a group therapy session where we talk about traumas? It wasn't Alex, I can tell you that much. I'm starting to regret telling you about it. What should I do? So, you're scaring yourself. There's no need to traumatize me as well. Eek! Don't scare me like that! Hey, I only coughed. No need to overreact. I'm going to take a piss. Time to drain the lizard. And while you drain your lizard, I'm going to fill up mine with a drink. Way too much information, Akeda. Yes, some things are better left unsaid, Akeda. Yeah, like Alex's hemorrhoids. Look who's talking. This feels so good. Perhaps I drank a beer a bit too much yesterday. Wonder if there's still some bottles left. What's that? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Looks like a mirror is washed onto the beach. A mirror, huh? And that's pure serendipity. Must have come from nearby town. What should I do with it? If I just leave it there, the girls might realize that there's a town nearby. I should dispose of it. But if I bring this mirror back to them, they'll probably pee themselves. Seeing their terrified faces would be pretty entertaining. It was floating in the sea, but I don't see any signs of damage. No cracks or stains. Just a regular mirror. Pretty solid. Not that it matters. Alright, what should I do with the mirror? Let's bring it back to them. I have a feeling that doing this will result in another dead end. So you know what? Let's just cover our bases and just get it out of the way. I bet there'll be a stack if I bring it back with me. Wow, you found a mirror. Alex's story was about mirrors. What a coincidence. We should hang it inside the hut. Something like that. I'm back. Hey, guess what I found on the beach? Something interesting? Are you hiding it behind your back? Why don't I like this at all? Did you find something on the beach? At least there's no chance in hell it was a mirror. I wonder what it is. What did you find? Your reflection. Just so you know, I'll never forgive you if you're going to scare us. I wasn't expecting anything else from you, Akira. Well, I found a mirror that had washed ashore. So, I brought it with me. Akeda, please don't make such jokes. There's no way a mirror would suddenly wash ashore on this island. Akeda, your dad jokes aren't funny at all. Sheesh, that's not even close to being a dad joke. What she says. Stop freaking us out. No, I wasn't joking. A mirror really washed ashore. Check this out. What? Eek! Ta-da! I know. What a surprise. No need to cheer so loudly. I think I hear the spooky thing in the mirror, and it's probably already working its magic on them. Pretty cool find, right? Stay away from us! You monster! Stay away! Ah! Ah! Hank! Help! Help! Stay away! Huh? What's this all of a sudden? I only brought you girls a nice mirror. What's with all the screaming? Akeda! You idiot! There's something inside the mirror! There's a monster inside it! Akeda, quick! Throw it away! Far from here! Do it now! Is there something inside the mirror? Hey. I can see a creature with pale skin inside it. I don't think it's painted onto the mirror. Strange. It gnarls whenever I look at it. Akeda, what are you doing? Drop that mirror right now! Drop it! Ugh. Trying to, but I can't seem to loosen my grip. We're done for! Game over! Game over! It will curse and slaughter us one by one! I'm so sorry. If only I told you about the story about the mirror, this would never have happened. It's the cursed mirror! Help! This can't be real. It's impossible. Please, I want to wake up! Mama! A pale hand darts out of the mirror and grabs my wrist. Although it's blurry, I can feel its incredible strength. Blood is dripping from my wrist. No! No! Akeda! What are you laughing at? Akeda has lost his mind! He must have snapped! Oh, you want to play, huh? Fine by me, you monster. You do have some guts, challenging me like that. I'll show you what I'm made of. Ah! Did I win? Holding the mirror with both hands, I smashed into 1,000 pieces on my knee. I quickly tossed the broken mirror into the campfire. I can hear the agonizing scream of a monster in the campfire. It just sounds like my dog every time it wakes up in the morning. You mess with the wrong person, you mirror monster. A childhood friend of mine became a monk when he grew up. I bet you didn't know that. Hasta la vista, baby. What? 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 What just happened? Did you defeat that monster? Apparently. But what does the fact that your friend became a monk have to do with anything with you? Anyway, I saved us. Bitch, don't take the credit. Wait. Let me reread it. Yeah, you're taking the credit, Alex. Stop. Hey. Hell. Okay, so I just learned something. Scrolling the mouse wheel apparently skips dialogue in this thing. Anyway, I saved us. We're safe, right? Exercising a ghost is usually impossible. According to who? It's a good thing you're friends with a monk. What has that anything to do with Akeda? I know several priests, but I don't go around just exorcising demons. Anyway, I was pretty scared. Phew. That monster was quite strong. Telling scary stories can attract monsters, you know. Have you experienced this before? I didn't realize that. Nope. First time monster hunter here. Well, if you don't count Shironagasu Island. Anyway, let's continue our storytelling session. Neneko, you're next, right? What? Me? What? After everything that happened? No way. What's wrong with you, Akeda? Are you crazy? Yes. Is water wet? You're just asking the obvious here. But please don't scare me like that. I'll definitely die frightened next time. Listen to me. If we stop telling scary stories now, scary things will actually happen. We have to continue telling our stories. It is known. Known by whom, Goose Detective? My childhood friend who became a monk told me so. You don't want things to become any worse, do you? Okay. I know a scary story. It's a classic. Mary Shelley doesn't count. But like I said, I don't really like scary stories. Well, tell it already. Who could have known this would happen? What? We had to keep telling scary stories? Alright, Nanako. Tell us a scary story. Make it really scary. I somehow have a feeling that Ikeda has joined seeing us scared. Was it that obvious? Too much thinking, not enough scary stories. This is for your own good. Go ahead, Nanako. I really don't want to do this, but... Have you ever heard about brains in vats? I seriously can't believe that I apparently made the right decision. Taking that mirror back. Not only that, we've confirmed that mirror demons exist in this universe too, on top of everything else. Since this was apparently the correct option and therefore the canonical one. The more I learn about the more I learn about the setting of this story, the more it scares me. Everything that happened on Shironagasu Island, the mirror monster, these three girls' emaciated bodies, Neneko's hairy armpits. I dread to see what's going to come our way next. But before I continue, I want to see what the other options will entail. So let's do that real quick. Sorry in advance, Alex, but your sacrifice is needed to satiate my curiosity. Kids are so reckless, aren't they? Depressing me wouldn't have even considered removing the cloth, but at that time, I didn't feel scared. I removed the cloth because I didn't know any better. Behind the cloth was just an ordinary mirror without any reflections of the dead. Sheesh. So it was just a silly story after all. Boring. I was disappointed, yet relieved at the same time. Anyway, I put the cloth back and left. But when I got back to my room and thought about everything that had happened that day, I realized something. There were no reflections of any kind in the mirror. Not even my own reflection. Why are these words capitalized? It's a bit strange. I tried to keep calm, telling myself that I'd only imagined things. But once you started having those kinds of doubts, you can't stop thinking about them. In the end, I decided to take another look at the mirror to see if it was really true. And just like the American flag, the mirror was still there. Alright. I have to be sure. It was just my imagination. Just my imagination. Dear God, please let me be reflected in there. It's okay. Nothing to complain about. And so, I removed the cloth once again. Inside the mirror, I saw a monster, pale skin and furious eyes. Its mouth was wide open and distorted, as if it was laughing, and its slender body swayed as if it was being blown by the wind. Eek! I was so scared that I couldn't scream or even raise my voice. I just stood there in shock. I felt as if my body was weighed down. I couldn't move, and I almost couldn't breathe. That's when the monster's pale arms came out of the mirror. Of course, I tried to escape. However, I was paralyzed. Its outstretched hand grabbed my shoulder. Although the monster was slender, it was incredibly strong. I tried to shake it off, but it held on to me tight. Its grip was so strong, I could feel my skin tear and my bones cracking. I dropped my flashlight, and everything went dark. The monster was trying to pull me into the mirror. Help me! Papa! Mama! Granny! I finally managed to scream again, but it was futile. The warehouse was too far away from our mansion. No matter how much I screamed, nobody could hear me. It dragged me into the mirror, and I was never heard from again. Never. Ever. Well, that's something. It turns out that the person who I'm listening to right now doesn't actually exist. Now that's quite the retroactive plot twist. Such a glorious day. The end. What? No, 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 no! If you were pulled into the mirror and never came back, then who is this Alex here with us? Take a good guess. Who do you think I am? Well, I definitely don't think you're Gene Shalit. I'm sorry, but it just looks so ridiculous in a suit. Eek! Eek! You! Who are you? What's happening? You... monster! I like that Akira doesn't seem particularly stressed about it. About the fact that we got a monster right next to us. Neko is the only one who seems to be reacting to this thing exactly how you think she should be. Hey, Neko, don't just shout like that. You gave me a fright. Yes, keep it down, will you? Wow, that was a pretty scary story. What are you talking about? Both of you, open your eyes. Oh, is she the only one who can see it? What the hell is this thing? Where the hell is Alex? Alex? Who's Alex? This is... Ooh. You're acting as if you don't know her. Why are you acting so surprised? 5T... What? Akira, you're not making any sense. That's a monster. Look closely. Akeda! Help me! What? I don't understand what you're going on about. Why are you being so weird about 5C semicolon pound percent for? Seriously, what's gone into you? Kata has also lost his mind, it seems. Am I the only one still sane? Now, this is a surprise. You still remember Alex, don't you? Eek! You can't make me forget her. I'm gonna exorcise you, you demon. But... Oops. When did this happen to Alex? And how? Could it be that mirror? Hey. Are you sure you're okay? You're acting really weird right now, Nanako. Yeah. What's gotten into you, Nanako? I will do something about this, even if I'm all alone. I will. Alex. I'll save you. Nanako started acting very strangely. She was probably exhausted and was hallucinating. Did 5C pound EE percent 4's scary story somehow affect her mind? I discussed the situation with Akira and 5C pound EE percent 4. We decided to have her hospitalized so that she could calm down. I felt really bad, but letting Nanako come to her senses in a monitored environment was for the best. But when she was hospitalized, she resisted so fiercely. I couldn't believe she was so strong. Poor Nanako. If only I had told her that this really wasn't a desert island a little sooner, maybe this wouldn't have happened. 5C pound EE percent 4 invited me over today. She said that she would like to show me a special treasure she had kept in storage. I wonder what kind of treasure it is. Here we are. This is my treasure. Go ahead. Remove the cloth. So this is your treasure. Is it a painting? Oh. A mirror. A mirror? Why do I have a strange dislike for that word? I have a feeling I forgot something very important. Come on, what's the matter? Remove the cloth already. Alright. I reach for the cloth. And... it was Teletubbies, wasn't it? There were Teletubbies in the mirror! Now that would be scary. Okay, we got that one out of the way. Let's skip on ahead. Okay, let's dropkick this son of a bitch. I really shouldn't scare them anymore. I should just go back. But I can't just leave this mirror here. I need him to continue to believe this is a desert island in the middle of the ocean. So I'll have to toss the mirror back into the ocean. Throw it as far as I can. I just hope that I won't wash back ashore anytime soon. Hasta la vista, mirror. Not a bad throw, if I do say so myself. That might even be a new world record for the furthest discus throw. I think I just heard my dog again. Huh? Am I imagining things? It sounded like the scream of a demon drowning in the waves. How did it not drown beforehand? Before arriving on shore? Why is it only drowning now after I throw it back in? What sense does that make? Whatever. Alright. I should get back. I'm back. You sure took your time. That story freaked us out. And the atmosphere became really scary as well. I'm not scared. At all. I was just lost in thought. Yes. Kata, what took you so long? Oh. I was throwing some garbage away, that's all. Garbage? It wasn't a mirror, was it? What are you, psychic? It was Neneko's turn, wasn't it? Tell us a scary story. Why didn't you answer me? Don't ignore me! I'm sorry, were the hemorrhoids talking just now? Me? Why do I have to tell a scary story? I really don't want to. Hey, don't say that. They say you can't just stop telling scary stories halfway through. Otherwise, scary things will really happen. It's for our own safety. I really don't want to do this, but... have you ever heard about brains in vats? So, okay, now we're at the same exact thing now. Okay, you know what? Wait, I did save. No, wait, no, I guess I... No, wait, no. Apparently I did not. Well, alright, let's just go with the assumption that this is just the same... That this just plays out the same. Okay, well, actually, no, wait. I want to do it exactly as I did it before. Just on the off chance that there might be something slightly different. Alright, here we are. I really don't want to do this, but, have you ever heard about brains in vats? You just brought back some nasty memories. Wasn't there a huge brain in the basement on that island? Does this have anything to do with that? I'm surprised we're even mentioning it. No, this has nothing to do with that. Actually, it might have something to do with that, but... What if we're actually still on Shironagasu Island if our brain's hooked up to a computer, and all this is just a simulation? If that were actually true, I'd be kind of pissed. That sounds familiar. What are you talking about? It's obvious that this is reality. It's not that scary, is it? Akira, you're really stupid. What? Wah! My head! My head! And why are you calling me stupid? Out with it! On the island, I was hooked up to a computer, and the virtual world was practically indistinguishable from reality. That's why I'm more scared about being a brain in a vat than the rest of you. You don't understand, don't you? You understand, don't you? Oh. That's right. It's true that Neneko was connected to that computer. It's not strange that she's particularly scared. Akeda? Are you sure that you're sane? In the membrane? Sane in the membrane. I'll have to remember that. Is your head empty and your brain already floating in a vat? Wah! My head! My head! Poor girl's gonna have several kinds of cranial trauma by the time this is all over. Why do you have to denigrate me all the time? You're saying as if you don't already know what it's like! You were hooked up to it as well. So you should also be afraid of being a brain in a vat. You're right. I completely forgotten about that. Did you really forget about that? I bet your head muscles are bigger than your brain. Because you're such a meathead. Like a sea urchin. Knock knock. Is anyone there? No. Looks like nobody's home. You are just begging for a wet willy at this point, Nanako. I'm just saying. If Akira decides to give you a wet willy, I will not shed a single tear for you. In fact, I'll probably clap if he does. Ouch! My head hurts even more. I have such a large brain. You'll damage it irreversibly if you do that. I said knock it off. Well, hey, look on the plus side. All the cranial trauma you're feeling right now is probably an indication that your brain isn't in a jar, no? But even if this world is a simulation, there's no way to prove it, right? In my case, I realized I was in a simulated reality when I fired my gun at the airport, because the system didn't know how to process that. Jeez, that was a horrible thing to do. The system constructed a virtual word by extracting visual memories from the target brain and emulating it. But if there were any major discrepancies, the system would fail. Even so, you can't make me fire a gun in an airport. It wouldn't make any sense, as this world has to be real. It's much too large and complex to be a simulation. Besides, you'd be arrested for sure. In any case, if this is the real world, that means that you are thinking too much. But human memory and awareness have their own limits. For example, if you have a horrible nightmare but forget about it once you wake up, how would you know that you had it in the first place? Easy! I remember how I felt when I wake up from said nightmare. Plus, if you ever had night terrors before, those tend to stick with you for years. Isn't that scary? Not being able to remember the horrible things that happened in your dream, as if part of your memory dies. You're the same person that complains constantly about being exposed to all kinds of new traumas. So, shouldn't you actually be happy that you can't remember your own nightmares? Is that similar to being put under hypnosis? Like, if you have a dreadful experience, but after having been hypnotized, you can't remember it? Is this something you have first-hand experience with? It certainly sounds like that to me. But you have a photographic memory. Can you forget things? If such a thing would happen to you, wouldn't that be rather unusual? Nothing to worry about, right? That's easy for you to say. I can usually remember everything. So if I can't remember something, it really is something terrifying. Guess we all have our own problems. Oh God, what is it now? What? What was that? Did something just happen? What are you talking about, Nanako? Alright, it's your turn. What? It's my turn. What are you talking about? It's your turn to tell a scary story, right? Don't tell me you have cold feet. What are you talking about? There was a gust of wind and the fire went out. Suddenly there was a really creepy scream. Huh? That didn't happen at all. There we go. There wasn't a wind this entire time. I don't think I've heard any strange voices. Are my memories different from those of everyone else? Let me ask you, Akira and Alex, what were your scary stories about? Huh? Don't you remember? I told a story about zombies crawling out of their graves. And I told a story about the boogeyman. Those both sound like generic creepypasta scary stories. Hey, creepypasta! And I was just referencing those earlier. And you didn't tell those. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you all? Is everything all right? You're the one who's acting strangely. Why'd you suddenly start freaking out? You were okay until just a minute ago. Jeesh. Akeda, don't you remember? Akira and Alex both told totally different stories. When it was my turn to tell a scary story, something strange happened. Something strange? just save right here, too. I remember nothing! I don't remember. It's just like Akira is saying. This is no good. You know, Akira has been infected. I can't trust anyone anymore. So, stay away from me! Don't come any nearer! What's up with you? Have you really lost your marbles, Nanako? It's very un-Nanako-like for her to run into the woods like that. Could she know something we're not aware of? Probably a lot of things, actually. Did she say that we all told totally different stories? The wind started to blow and there was an eerie scream? Well, that's not what I remember. Didn't we tell stories about zombies and... what was it again? The boogeyman. Ah, that's right. Huh? Did we really tell those stories? I'm trying to recall you girls telling those two stories. I'm sorry, but I don't remember you telling them. This is strange. Why is this happening? Alex, try to tell us what the story Akira told us was about. Akira's story. So this boy and girl had to walk because their car broke down. The boy told the girl that he loved her. The moon came out and the boy turned into a werewolf. But it really happened in the movie they were watching. After they left the cinema, the boy started singing and dancing. Something like that, right? Sounds like something that David Lynch would write. What? That's not what I told you at all. There weren't any zombies in my story. Yes, there were. Zombies then crawled from their graves, and they all started singing and dancing. That's what you told us. Oh, wait a minute. This is a reference to Michael Jackson's Thriller, isn't it? Wasn't that the music video of that famous singer? Yeah, see, I knew it! I told you something totally different. So, what does it mean? That Alex is a total derp? Well, yeah, she is a total derp, but that's beside the point. What Nanako told us is true? What Nanako told us is difficult to believe, but she was probably telling the truth. Alright, I'll go look for her right now. We'll figure out what is happening and put a stop to it after that. I'm freaking out all of a sudden. If our memories are really being rewritten, then who is doing it, and why? I have to find Nanako right away. My intuition is telling me that we're in a pretty bad situation. What? What? Why am I here? Welcome back! Didn't I leave this place and run to the forest? Let me think. After that, stop saying crazy things, Nanako. It's your turn next. This is another time loop? What should I do? This keeps happening. Is there a way out of this? Itchy. Why does my belly feel itchy? Hey, what's going on with you? Are you okay? There might be something on my belly. Wah! What the... Okay, I'm trying to read what this thing says here, and... Is it near... Where's a mirror when you need one? Run. Okay. You know what? I'll let you help me figure this out, Nenny. And holy shit! Your ribs vanished. She suddenly got fat on her! Healthy body fat. Normally I'd be happy, but given the circumstances now, I'm just confused. Wah! What the? Why are you taking your clothes off? What's that? There's something written on your belly. What's wrong with you? You pervert? Weirdo? Exhibitionist? I do not want to hear that coming from you, Miss Camel Toe! Honestly, I don't know what to say right now. No, this is not what it looks like. There's something very strange going on. Our memories are being altered, and our actions are being looped. What does it say on my belly? Run? Aliens? Next to boat? Oh, okay, I see it now. It's run, alien, next to boat. Alright. I have a really bad feeling about this. What could this mean? Seriously, my head is spinning. Would you mind covering up? If you want to expose yourself to others, maybe you should wait until we're off this island. Why are you doing that? Does it excite you? Sheesh! Too far gone. There's nothing I can do for them. Akeda, please tell me you realize that something strange is happening. What? What? What are you going to do to me? Don't force yourself on me. Please be gentle. Shh. Quiet. You're totally misreading me as usual. Listen. You told us that something strange is happening. Certain things have felt strange to me as well. My own memory feels really vague. At first I thought that you were acting like some kind of pervert, but you didn't have time to write anything on your belly while we were sitting there. I think you made the right decision. No matter what happens next, promise me that you won't shout, okay? Turn around and look at the campfire. I have no words. I seriously have no words at this point. First, immortal biological monsters. Like something straight, immortal biological monsters. Then ghosts. Then emaciated girls. Then it goes hairy armpits. Then demons and mirrors. And now aliens? This world has got everything in it. What's next? What's like? It's like, seriously, what's next? A Lovecraftian eldritch god? Eek! You idiot! Didn't I tell you not to shout? Keep your voice down. What is that thing? It's writing on your belly. The writing on your belly mentioned aliens, so I guess that means it really is an alien. What the hell is it doing? It looks like it's pointing to some device at Akira and Alex. It emits a light that shines onto the girls. Ah, so it's got one of those flashy little flashy sticks from like Men in Black that just make you forget your memories for like a few minutes or something like that. Neat. Eek. That device is probably altering their memories. That's what's been wiping our minds. Actually, I think there was one of those devices near the campfire that activated from time to time. I wasn't completely sure until I saw this. So aliens are real. They look so eerie. Do all aliens look like that? I've never actually seen an alien before, so who knows? It looks like some kind of weird shrimp, like Anomalocaris. Yuck. What could have made them evolve into that shape? Yeah. dear God. The shrimp are rising! They're getting tired of us eating them, and now they want to eat us! Look carefully. There are similar shadowy figures over there. Looks like there are several of them. Oops. Darn, they spotted us. We have to get out of here. Ick! Wait! I'm paralyzed by fear. Don't leave me! What? You gotta be kidding me. Why are you so high maintenance? You managed to escape to the beach. What are we going to do now? This is a dead end. The way they moved. I don't think they react to sight or smell. They seem to be able to sense our body heat. It would be bad if that's the case. They'll be able to find us. I don't know what I'd do if they catch us. Or maybe they already caught me before. I can't remember. That's what really scares me. No time to be scared. Let's hide behind those rocks. If we hide there, they shouldn't be able to sense our body heat. Hey! I can hear screaming. Can't you just flee to the nearby town? I mean, if there's any time at all to just spill the beans on the fact that there's a freaking town close by, I say now would be it, detective. Might as well go run over there. Be quiet. Looks like we managed to get far enough away from them. But if I were them, I wouldn't just give up so easily. So what should we do next? I think they'll use their spaceship to search for us from the sky. I'm assuming they have a spaceship. I don't think they came here in a dinghy. That sounds plausible. We should strike them first, before they have a chance to do that. We try attacking them from behind. I don't think these guys came to visit us in peace and with goodwill. That'd be way too dangerous. Don't forget that they're aliens. If they have a memory wiping device, they'll probably have dangerous weapons as well. Perhaps we need a low-tech solution. Some kind of booby trap? Got any ideas? The text on my belly said aliens. There was someone else written next to boat. Could that mean there's something hidden there? Next to the boat. Does it mean that there's something hidden around here? I don't see anything though. No, wait. This island is mainly covered by forests, and there aren't any large clearings. Most of the shoreline is pretty narrow as well. If I had to land a spaceship, then maybe. I grab a handful of sand and toss it into the air. Ah! Whoa! It's a real spaceship! Yep, it's a real frisbee, alright. Well, we don't know if this is really a spaceship, but it sure does look like a spaceship. I see. So this is what that text meant. Maybe you saw a spaceship before your memory was erased. So you wrote that note about on your belly. You might be right. It really freaks me out that I can't remember that. Well, now that we've discovered their spaceship, time for some mischief. When I'm done with them, all that'll be left is shrimp salad. Don't tell me you're really going to board it. That's too scary. I don't think you should. It'll be game over if there's an anti-intruder system. We can't just stand here and do nothing either. Now's the time to take action. This is a new level of scary. Why do these crazy things keep happening to me? I really must be a super bad luck magnet. Yeah? Glad you finally acknowledged that. Stop your whining, will you? Looks like a ramp in some kind of entrance. And he left it open. That's pretty careless of them. I guess aliens are just as stupid as we are. Come on, let's go inside. Whoa! This really looks like a spaceship. Are those the controls in the middle? There's no time to waste. I'll try to find a structural part that I can sabotage. Neneko, see if you can somehow destroy this ship with the controls. Just crash it! What? You want me to figure out the ship's controls and then destroy the spaceship with absolutely no knowledge of how it works? That's a tall order. Besides, on a spaceship, the controls are likely all automated, not manual. Even if it's fully automated, there should still be a manual system built in. Even a spaceship might sometimes break down. We could take advantage of that. Look, I've already found some sort of structural part. It was ugly. I'm gonna pay for what they did to us. I wonder if this connects to the MCP. This is like an EICAS, so there's like a stick and a thrust lever. I have no idea what the hell you're even talking about right now. Let me see. How can I use it to crash? I have my personal Wawano with me in the operating system. The spaceship just happened to be compatible with it. I would have been able to upload a virus. It's from outer space! There's no chance in hell that the operating system with your little pad and this ship is even remotely compatible. As if sabotaging a spaceship would ever be that easy. Just see what you can do to the controls. This is also pretty complex. I think I should cut some wires. I should do it. I still want to cause a bit more damage, though. I know what to do. Akeda, what are you doing? Where are you going? What? Don't worry. I'll be back in a jiffy. Let's find a good one. Ah, you will do nicely, my friend. You're coming with me, mister. Is that a barnacle? Akeda, where did you go? And what's that thing? Ew! A sea cucumber? Why? Okay, well, it's a sea cucumber, alright. Say hello to my little friend. Organic material will mess with precision equipment. This little guy's full of salty water, so sparks should fly if I stick into the internal parts of the spaceship. That poor little cucumber. Bastard. Why don't you toss yourself in there? I would hate to be the maintenance and inspection manager of this spaceship. Oh, I finished as well. By using my knowledge of Boeing, Airbus, various fighter jets, and other planes, I managed to turn off all safety systems. Well, isn't that just a coinky-dink? That various types of human-made aircraft just so happened to be structured and engineered in a way similar to that of an alien's aircraft, I mean. Funny coincidence, that. It'll take more work to have it malfunction completely, though. Like I said, this isn't easy. Put simply, how can we completely wreck this thing? Well, first, we want to take them off without realizing that we've messed with it. In any Airbus, the autopilot is turned off automatically when manual controls are used. I'm counting on this spaceship working in the same way, so I want the controls to work the wrong way. Making the controls malfunction is going to be difficult. But if I can get it done, the spaceship will probably crash. Either crash or explode. Allowing it to take off is easy enough. So we need to make it malfunction. I have an idea. What? Really? How can we make it malfunction without actually being on board ourselves? Is that even possible? It's pretty easy. I just need to attach this fishing line to the throttle lever to make it go full throttle. They'll probably freak out and try to pull the lever back, right? But it'll go back up, right? So they'll try to do that again. This way, we can have the aliens cause the malfunction themselves. Oh, that's clever. Actually, that's actually really clever. That sounds terrifying. But it just might work. Alright. The throttle level is now fixed in place. Let's get out of here before they come. Huh? I just heard the voice of an alien. This is bad. They're here. We might have to hide somewhere on the ship. What should we do? Well, I would assume the thing that we would throw would be the sea cucumber. But that might actually allow us to get out of this thing here. And honestly, I don't want to do that right now. So let's choose the option that's likely to get us killed. Let's find a place to hide. What? I don't think we can hide in a spaceship like this. There are no places to hide. Don't worry. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I pick up some kind of alien food product that I found in the ship and throw it on the ground. Neko and I hide behind the wall at the opposite side of the entrance. You really think they're not going to notice that? You ready? We'll get out of here while it's investigating the food. Don't make a sound. Stay quiet and follow me. Akeda, wait a minute. The alien looks like an Malacarus shrimp. It may have omnidirectional compound eyes. Even if you distract it, do you think it won't see us? If its eyes are like that, it certainly could. Are there any higher life forms that have compound eyes? Darn. Neko, do compound eyes have any weaknesses? They are nearsighted and not as good as human eyes. Although their dynamic visual acuity is great, they can't detect slow movements. They basically see like the Jurassic Park T-Rex. Alright, we can use that in our favor. We'll slowly slip past it. Slowly. I'm so nervous. Suddenly, an alien appears. As I expected, it turns its head toward the item I dropped on the ground. But even if its head pointed in that direction, I can still see its eyes. Are we really invisible to it if we move slowly? Nervously, we slowly slip past the alien. As fast as a turtle. I signal to Neneko, and we slowly crawl down the slope and hide behind a rock. I can't believe that worked. The alien slowly disappears into the spaceship. Are we safe? Shh. Wait, I think there are more of them. 2 more aliens follow the first one, and they also disappear into the spaceship. The door of the spaceship then closes. We did it. But that was a close call. Neneko, do you think that what we did will really destroy the spaceship? As I said earlier, I removed everything that resembled a safety device. They'll soon take off in the spaceship and fly into the sky, right? Because all safety devices are gone, they'll suddenly launch in full throttle. Normally it won't accelerate that quickly because of the safety devices. The maximum speed of an interstellar spacecraft is probably near the speed of light, which means the ship will suddenly accelerate to that speed. However, if that happens on an atmosphere planet like Earth, there will be frictional heat and shock waves, and so the spaceship will explode. The question is, how do we get them to lift off without them noticing my handiwork? Akeda, What should we do? If it takes too long, they might notice what I've done. Don't worry, I thought that far ahead. We're going to use this guy. I light the flare I took from the lifeboat and throw it onto the spaceship. It lands nicely on the roof of the spaceship with my parabolic throw. Reacting to the flare, the spaceship starts to flutter and ascends. It appears that they discovered us, but the spaceship moves very strangely. It looks like the sea cucumber is doing a great job in there. That poor little cucumber. Ah! In a flash, the spaceship flies up and explodes. The sky lights up. It takes several seconds for the sound of the explosion to reach us. The impact of the explosion is so strong that we can hear it all the way down here. Huh. Looks like it worked. Like messed up fireworks. I feel sorry for that sea cucumber. I'll have some sea cucumber vinegar with my next meal in its memory. Everybody, a moment of silence for the sea cucumber. I seriously hope this won't turn into a galactic diplomatic incident. But what if they were super important aliens? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Whatever. They were using us as guinea pigs, and we did something about it. What we did was only in self-defense. They just reaped what they sowed. Anyway, that was a really strange and absurd experience. Somehow we managed to live through it. Let's go back to Akira and Alex. I hope they're alright. I hope they didn't kill them. What if they were mutilated like cattle and only their skeletons are left? Don't say things like that. Are you trying to jinx us right now? By the way, when we get there, we should check for any memory wiping devices first. Just be on the safe side. I'm sorry, but without any context, this image is just... It just looks like as though those two are just either seriously sleep-deprived or high or on something, and Neneko is just super annoyed having to sit next to them because of it. Looks like they're both alright. Do they seriously look alright to you? Those two. They were both behaving like idiots. So, this is probably the memory wiping device. We should get rid of it before it causes any more trouble. There is a fire right there. I'll throw it away. Wait just a minute. This device might be quite useful for me. I'm not letting you alter my memories for your benefit, Missy. I'll take it home with me. Hey, what are you saying? You can't take something home that you don't even know how to use. That'd be asking for trouble. You don't understand, Ikeda. Each day I'm suffering because I can't forget things. If I can erase some bad memories, I might be able to become happy. We could always just give you happy memories, you know, by having you live happy experiences. You know, to offset the bad ones. You don't have to effectively lobotomize yourself with a freaking flashy pen. I can only imagine you erasing your entire mind by accident, or abusing the device for malicious purposes. I could also see her abusing it in a wholly non-malicious way, but I probably should not say what it is, lest I risk angering YouTube. What are you talking about? That's nonsense. I'll be careful. I'll handle anything with care. Please. Give it to me, Akeda. Hey! You idiot! Stop that! Ugh. Hang on. It feels as if something very important just happened. My mind just went blank. Huh? What are you talking about? Anyway, it was Neneko's turn, right? Me? Haven't I ever told you my scary story? About brains and vats? Brains and vats? Huh. Does that have anything to do with... Akeda? Were you even paying attention? Did you dream while we were taking a nap? Dreaming? Was I dreaming? So I guess Neneko's story is over already? I don't know, but I'm kind of spacing out. Now that you mention it, I'm also unsure if she told it or not. So I guess it's Akeda's turn last. Hurry up and tell us a scary story. Oh, alright. Was I just thinking too much? There's something not quite right here. Whatever. It's probably just my imagination. I don't think anything strange has happened. Probably. I've been trying very deliberately to bring about my own failure with this whole alien sub story, and somehow every single step of the way, I managed to snatch victory through the jaws of defeat. Damn, that's frustrating. I'm gonna have to go back through this whole thing and just repeat everything. Huh? But why does my belly feel itchy? Whatever. Just tell us a scary story, Akeda. But don't make it too scary. Alright, alright. Oh well. Guess you asked. I'm about to tell you one of the scariest stories ever. Yeah, as curious as I am to see how this will play out, I'm going to just go ahead and end things here. I did not expect at all to find myself being bombarded by all kinds of supernatural and sci-fi phenomena all at once just by telling Campfire stories. But I mean, given everything else that happened in the main story, maybe I really shouldn't be too surprised. But seriously, what's next? An eldritch horror out something straight out of H.P. Lovecraft? Will I get attacked by wizards, like real wizards, and not the sports team that Riel liked or something like that? Yeah, I have no idea what's in store for us next, but I have a feeling it's going to be something. It's going to be something memorable, and it's going to just simply be something. So, with all that being said, I hope those of you who have checked out this latest episode of Return to Shironagasu Island have enjoyed it. If you did, and you'd like to see more content from me, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I guess we will be resuming our very real and very dangerous campfire stories next time. Take care.